Hi there. This is John Anthony Francis Wilcox, and these are 6 fantastic Steve Hackett instrumentals. So, Steve Hackett, you say? And I say, before I tell you about that, remember that the links to all these songs are in the comments section below. There you go. Don't you feel better now? I know I do. So, Steve Hackett, um, former Genesis guitarist, GTR in the 80s as well, and solo artist since, his first solo album, Voyage of the Acolyte, was in 1975. Great guy, great musician, and I have a sort of deliberate order to these songs. Um, Thinking about it, I guess they're chronological to boot, but kind of a journey. We're going to start aggressive, take it down, get moody, beautiful, and finish energetic again. So, are you with me? It's a very cinematic adventure, the cinema of sound. And we're going to start with song number 1, Ace of Wands, from his first album. Uh, Starts off with quite a great flourish of drums. Phil Collins on drums, by the way. This album was recorded just after Peter Gabriel had left Genesis, and Phil wasn't yet the vocalist in Genesis. They had no clue who it was going to be. So in the interim, Steve had wanted to make this album, and sure enough, there he is. And Mike Rutherford on the album as well from Genesis. But anyway, a real corker of an instrumental. He still plays to this day. And a lot of moods, a lot of color, a lot of textures. It's sort of an adventure in sound, if you will. And that is song number 1, Ace of Wands. Song number 2 is Kim. This was an ode to his second wife. That marriage unfortunately ended badly, but you know what? It gave us this great piece of music. I love his younger brother John's flute playing in it. And I found a live version of it that's just gorgeous. It's a 3-piece. It's Steve playing classical, Roger King on keys, and his younger brother John on the flute. Haunting, I think, is what I would say, to use the hauntingly beautiful is this song. Song number 2, Kim. Song number 3, this is a brief song called Two Vamps as Guests. It's just a little classical piece by Steve, and I've always enjoyed it. It has a kind of I don't know, there's a tension to it. Not a huge amount of tension, but there is a little. And I decided that it just was this fit just right here after Kim and before what you'll see is song number 4. But that's song number 3, Two Vamps as Guests. Song number 4 from the same album, Defector, is a song called Hammer in the Sand. Lots of keyboards, moody, beautiful. I think of like Russia and Poland and that kind of area sort of encapsulated within this piece of music. Again, very full of color, sort of smoky textures, I guess I would say. Gorgeous, opulent, and yet there's a sadness about it too. So that is song number 4, Hammer in the Sand. Song number 5, another classical piece called A Cradle of Swans. It's full of a kind of I see it as a lonely beauty. I don't want to color your listening experience, but I can just tell you mine. It's a beautiful piece, off his Cured album from 1981. Just it shows you what the, as Steve has referred to it, the 10-finger orchestra can do on the classical guitar. It's a beautiful piece of his. That is song number 5, A Cradle of Swans. And we finish up with song number 6, Group Therapy. Now here is another energetic piece, kind of to bookend these 6 fantastic songs. A lot of stretching out room. I believe it's Ian Mosley on drums, who would the next year join the band Marillion, where he is to this day. And am I right in thinking it's Chaz Cronk on bass, perhaps? And Nick Magnus on keys, and Steve Reno on guitar, and lots of solos and fun, tricky, devil-may-care riffs, very acrobatic, gymnastic guitar playing and keyboards and everything playing. I just thought it'd be a fun way to round out these 6 songs. So that is song number 6, Group Therapy. And these have been 6 fantastic Steve Hackett instrumentals. Please give them a listen. It's some good stuff. You're gonna like it. I guarantee. So, I'll see you next time. I love you all. Bye-bye.